Nicki Minaj, the concert in Manchester has been cancelled after the pop star was arrested in Amsterdam on drugs charges.
Miley, what's good?
Nicki Minaj is not one to shy away from a controversy. She carries them like a badge of honor, and you can only do that when you are at the absolute top of your game. But what happens when the crown starts to slip? What happens when the controversies are too big to handle? Today, we'll check out the highs and lows of Nicki's career, uncovering the triumphs, controversies, and scandals that defined her path to stardom. Before we begin, please consider to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support means everything to us. 12 Grammy nominations, 9 AMAs, 12 BET Awards, 8 MTV Awards, named on Time's 100 Most Influential People list, sold 100 million records. A record holder for the most Billboard Hot 100 entries by a female rapper, and the list goes on. These achievements, awards, records, and accolades are precisely why Nicki Minaj is crowned as the Queen of Rap. But can she continue to keep the crown? Her actions in the past and recent times, like beefing with other female rap artists, getting into physical altercations, and damaging associations with shady figures, have led her fans to question her legacy. And if it is the downfall of Nicki, who is behind it all? It all started when the tensions between Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma ignited in 2007 with the release of Minaj's debut mixtape, Playtime Is Over. The mixtape featured the song Dirty Money, where Minaj rapped the line, "Tell that bitch with the crown to run it like Chris Brown," over the beat of Remy Ma's song, Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. Remy Ma, who frequently referred to herself as the Queen of Rap in her lyrics, believed this verse was a direct shot at her and confronted Minaj about it during a release party. Remy Ma was later sentenced to 8 years in prison on assault charges, and that seemed like the end of the feud. But in 2014, when Remy Ma was released from prison, initially, she spoke kindly about Minaj in interviews.
And what I can say is that she's a wonderful woman. I let her know that I'm super proud of her.
However, the truce was short-lived as Remy Ma soon began rapping verses that fans perceived as disses aimed at Minaj. These subliminal shots escalated in 2016, with Remy Ma taking aim at Minaj during a cypher at the BET Hip Hop Awards, and on tracks like Money Showers with Fat Joe in a remix of Fresher's Wait a Minute. She also fired shots at Minaj during a freestyle on Funk Master Flex's show on Hot 97.
If I put you on punishment, now I gotta beat your ass. You like a disobedient teenager, wanna be in the streets so bad.
Minaj retaliated in 2017, featuring on the songs Swalla with Jason Derulo and Make Love with Gucci Mane, where she took apparent shots at Remy Ma, criticizing her disses and mocking her low album sales.
Oh, you the queen of this here. One platinum plaque album flop, bitch, where?
This prompted Remy Ma to release the scathing diss track, Shether, attacking Minaj on multiple fronts, including allegations of using a ghostwriter, plastic surgery, her record deal, and even the child sexual assault charges against Minaj's brother. Minaj initially responded on Instagram by posting a screenshot of Remy Ma's album, Plata o Plomo, sales figures, and a video of Beyoncé calling her the rap queen.
I met this girl named Nicki, I guess you could say she was the rap queen.
However, she soon escalated the feud with her own diss track, No Frauds, featuring Drake and Lil Wayne. In No Frauds, Minaj criticized Remy Ma's time in jail, her record sales, and accused her of getting plastic surgery. Following the release, Minaj issued a challenge to Remy Ma on Instagram, giving her 72 hours to drop a hit and promising her $500,000 if she could book any show or interview without mentioning Minaj. She also defended the delayed timing of her response, stating, "The greats took 3 months to respond to diss records. Queens don't move on peasant time." While Remy Ma's disses were praised for their potency, Minaj's responses were often criticized as underwhelming. Remy also had a trump card all along, Cardi B. In 2017, Remy Ma featured Cardi B during her Hot 97's Summer Jam Festival performance. Cardi B joined other female rappers on stage before Remy delivered a performance of her Nicki diss track, Shether, complete with a picture of Nicki behind her. Cardi's Bodak Yellow took her to the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the first female rapper to achieve this feat. Cardi B seemed to have beaten Nicki Minaj at her own game. The beef cooled down in May 2017 when Cardi B admired Nicki Minaj, calling her a legend.
Why wouldn't I be compared or confused to somebody that is such a legend,
And Nicki Minaj congratulated Cardi B for her top spot at the Billboard Hot 100. However, things started to sour when fans began pitting the two against each other, often comparing their success and questioning if there was room for both in the industry. The beef escalated in September 2017 when the two appeared on Migos' track Motorsport. Initially, it seemed like a powerhouse collaboration, but rumors soon spread that there was drama behind the scenes. Cardi B claimed she didn't know Nicki Minaj would be on the track until after she had recorded her verse, sparking speculation that Nicki had made last-minute changes to overshadow Cardi. In interviews, Nicki Minaj expressed frustration, stating that she felt her contributions to the track were not acknowledged and that she had to change her verse multiple times. This only fueled the narrative that there was friction between the two artists. The feud hit a boiling point at the 2018 Harper's Bazaar Icons party during New York Fashion Week. Cardi B reportedly approached Nicki Minaj to address some disparaging comments Nicki had allegedly made about her parenting. The encounter quickly turned physical, with Cardi B throwing a shoe at Nicki and security stepping in to break up the scuffle. Cardi B left the party with a visible bump on her forehead, and the incident became a dramatic headline. Following the altercation, both Nicki Minaj and Cardi B took to social media to share their sides of the story. Nicki downplayed the incident on her Queen radio show, accusing Cardi of fabricating the beef and playing the victim.
FYI, she refers to black women as monkeys and roaches. Roaches!
Cardi, on the other hand, posted a lengthy message on Instagram, stating that she had confronted Nicki because of her alleged lies and attempts to sabotage her career.
You need to pick a side. Do you want to be the victim or do you want to be the gangster? You lie so much you can't even keep up with your fucking lies.
The rivalry was reignited in 2019 with Cardi B's Grammy win for Best Rap Album, a category in which Nicki had never won. While both artists have achieved incredible success in their own right, their feud highlights the challenges women face in hip-hop, where they are often pitted against each other rather than celebrated together. Rap beefs are not even the biggest cracks in the life of Nicki Minaj. There are darker aspects to her life. In 2018, Minaj began dating her childhood friend Kenneth Petty. It was quickly discovered that Kenneth Petty was a registered sex offender. Not just a sex offender, but he was convicted of the first-degree attempted rape of a 16-year-old girl in 1995 and served 4 years in a New York State prison for the crime. As a consequence of his crime, he had to register as a sex offender when he moved in with Minaj in California, which he failed to do. This move cost him $55,000 in fines, a year of house arrest, and 3 years of probation. One would think that a star like Nicki Minaj would stay away from such an individual, but she instead doubled down and married him in 2019. Nicki defended her relationship with Kenneth on an episode of her Queen Radio podcast.
And when a person is with a that loved or liked them before they had a dime in their pocket, how do y'all not understand that? How do y'all not understand happiness versus clout?
She also tweeted this, explaining why Kenneth is the one for her. That made some sense, if not all, but then she went on to defend his actions by claiming he was 15, she was 16, in a relationship, but go off intranet. But this just didn't sit well with the media and the fans, who unfortunately found the victim, Jennifer Hope. In an effort to wipe things under the rug, Nicki and Kenneth might have gone too far. Jennifer Hope made claims that the Pettys were both harassing her with intimidation tactics in order to get her to retract the initial story of being raped by Kenneth back in 1994. Jennifer was also offered hundreds of thousands of dollars if she took everything back. This would have certainly helped Nicki's reputation if the allegations Jennifer had been retracted, but that massively backfired. Jennifer finally decided to fight back, she sued the Pettys for $20 million for her claims that she endured a relentless campaign of bribery, intimidation, harassment, and stalking from the couple. Later in early 2022, the lawyers for Howe filed the notice of voluntary dismissal. The dismissal only pertains to Minaj, and Howe will continue to pursue her lawsuit against Petty. Regardless of the outcome of these legal troubles, one thing is clear: Nicki's reputation has been tarnished by her relationship with Kenneth Petty. Even her fans aren't sure why a successful woman like Nicki would partner with a man like Kenneth. On June 10, 2024, Nicki dropped this vague tweet which confused her fans. Nicki then added fuel to the fire when she shared a strange video on her Instagram story a few hours after her tweet.
You're in pain. To God be the glory.
This sparked rumors that Nicki was finally divorcing her husband. But then she backtracked and showed a united front with her husband, Kenneth Petty, and son Papa Bear on Instagram. Was it all a PR stunt? Who knows? With this, one thing is clear: her support for her husband continues. Could this be because it runs in the family of Nicki? Nicki Minaj has been a constant supporter of her brother, Jelani Minaj. So much so that she allegedly bailed him out in 2015 for whopping $100,000. The charges? Predatory sexual assault against a child and endangering a child. She went on to post this on Instagram with the caption, "I do anything to see my brother smile." Later in 2017, Nicki Minaj's brother Jelani Minaj was convicted of the heinous crime of R-wording his own stepdaughter when she was just an 11-year-old girl. Nicki Minaj, being the supporter of her brother, visited him in prison during this time. From a leaked source close to Nicki, she was prepared to do anything for her brother. We can understand the bond between a brother and a sister, but the audience cannot fathom why Nicki won't call out her own brother's actions and denounce him. While the audience couldn't come together to take any action against Nicki Minaj, other rappers took note. Despite having collaborated on the 2019 single Hot Girl Summer, Nicki Minaj's relationship with fellow rapper Megan Thee Stallion took a turn for the worse when Megan allegedly tried to persuade Minaj to consume alcohol while she was actively trying to conceive a child. This incident led to a growing rift between the two artists. In 2023, Minaj threw subliminal shots at Megan in her singles Red Ruby Da Sleaze and FTCU, both of which critics and fans believed made references to the 2020 shooting of Megan by Tory Lanez. The tension escalated when Megan released the song Hiss in 2024, which included the line, "Don't be mad at Megan," followed by a reference to Megan's Law, a law regarding sex offenders. Minaj, believing the line was directed at her and her husband, registered sex offender Kenneth Petty, took to Instagram Live to preview her own diss track against Megan called Bigfoot, alluding to the shooting of Megan's foot. Over the next several days, Minaj continued her attacks on Megan via social media, calling her a pathological and manipulative liar, accusing her of winning fraudulent awards, and describing her as a flop compared to her own success. Minaj's attacks took a personal turn when she addressed Megan on Instagram Live, saying, "You bringing up 30-year-old T from when this man was a 15-year-old child. You bringing up 30-year-old T because no man will ever love you, and lying on your dead mother," referencing Megan's mother, who had passed away from brain cancer in March 2019. On the radio app Stationhead, Minaj continued to discuss Megan's mother and former collaborators, saying, "You let everyone be thrown under the bus. You let DaBaby be thrown under the bus, Tory, your best friend, your mom. You better go conjure up your mother and apologize. That's disgusting." The feud continued to escalate, with Minaj speculating on Twitter Spaces that Megan's management company, Roc Nation, had launched a smear campaign against her. She also accused Megan of seeking sympathy as a victim of violence to further her career, saying she wanted a Rihanna moment so bad, referring to Chris Brown's 2009 assault on Rihanna. The exchange of diss tracks, social media attacks, and deeply personal jabs added another layer to Minaj's striking fall from grace, as her actions were met with increasing criticism from fans and the media alike. Although the reputation of Nicki Minaj took a hit by her being associated with certain people in her life, her own actions rarely got her in trouble, until now. On May 25, 2024, Nicki Minaj found herself in legal trouble when she was arrested at Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, Netherlands. The arrest occurred as Minaj was attempting to board a plane for a concert in Manchester, England, as part of her ongoing Pink Friday 2 World Tour. The reason for her arrest was the discovery of marijuana in her luggage during a routine security check. The news of her arrest quickly spread across social media and news outlets, causing a stir among her fans and the music industry as a whole. Many speculated about the potential consequences Minaj could face, given the strict drug laws in the Netherlands. Fortunately for Minaj, she was released the same day after being detained for a short period. However, the incident did have an impact on her tour schedule, as she was forced to postpone her Manchester show due to the legal proceedings and the time required to sort out the situation. On social media, she wrote, "Please, please, please accept my deepest and most sincere apologies. They sure did know exactly how to hurt me today, but this too shall pass." In one video she shared on X, the rapper is seen being told that her luggage needs to be searched.
I'm not carrying drugs. Number one, when I came here,
You couldn't go inside.
I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present.
In another post she wrote, "They're being paid big money to try to sabotage my tour because so many people are mad that it's this successful and they can't eat off me. They got caught stealing money from my travel jets, got fired, got mad, etc. This is how they plant things in your luggage," another read. The Amsterdam arrest, while relatively minor in the grand scheme of things, added another layer to the complex tapestry of Nicki Minaj's career, one marked by both incredible highs and devastating lows. Is there someone behind the slow and methodical downfall of Nicki Minaj, or is it all the consequences of her own action? What do you think? If you thought Nicki Minaj's story was wild, wait until you hear about the controversies and scandals that have plagued Diddy. Fun fact, Diddy and Nicki go way back when Diddy was the manager of Nicki. He is the one who made Nicki. And now that Diddy has been arrested, it makes you wonder, could Nicki be hiding any secrets related to him? Watch our next video to find out the shocking details of Diddy's tumultuous life and legacy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.